Welcome back. We're Paul and Tan and we're happy to be back with another video as we document our travels in our Toyota Troop carrier. This week we take you with us a couple of hours east of Perth for the weekend and we'll give you a rundown of our favourite bits and pieces inside our Troopy cab. Hi everyone, it's been a while. We haven't actually been on a weekend away for about a month. We've been back in the grind and just getting back to normal life, but we thought this weekend we'd try and escape, go somewhere a bit different. We've hit Friday night traffic. We're just heading up in towards the hills, so Eastern Hills in Perth, and we're going to head off to somewhere we haven't been before. The traffic is thinning out now, so yeah, looking forward to something a bit different, just getting away from home. Just getting away from life and home for a couple of nights anyway. So yeah, this is where we're at. No traffic at the moment. About 20k, so it's, yeah, the nights are a bit shorter now, so it's getting dark. So nice drive though. I don't remember being up this way before. Paul thinks we have, but it's been a nice drive so far. We're almost at York, and we've got a little bit of trouble to just go out the other side of it. So yeah, we're not too far away. Yeah, they've had some rain up here by the looks of it. We're just passing through the historic town of York, so it's very east of Perth. It's got some pretty old buildings. We might get a chance to have a look around over the weekend. Yeah. Nice old town. Not sure. I don't think it's Australian. Kind of a lot going on at the moment. We've got a beautiful sunset and then we've got a bit of rain, and we're either that could be rain in front of us or it could be smoke. It smells like smoke, yeah. We're not really sure what's going on. We're not too far away from where we're supposed to be, but at the moment we're like
it's burning down.
Smoked out. Over there. Okay, hopefully we're going to come out the other side of it and it's going to be beautiful. At the moment it smells pretty strong.
And I read the thing there. It says something about where you go. The colour of that sky.
It's crazy. We almost cleaned up a, what do you call a group of wallabies? Cleaned up a group of grey kangaroos just then. It's that time of the night.
So the sun will come up that way in the morning.
Yeah. Just parking, and there's an airfield right next door with a big ass plane on it. We'll have a look and a bit of an explore tomorrow. But how's that for a sunset? How's that for a sunset? So we've got this big plane. You can just see the silhouette of it there. Got a viewing platform here. Got this massive paddock that overlooks forever. And there's hardly anyone else here. It's pretty dark, so we'll show you a bit more tomorrow. Big thumbs up so far. Ahead.
Ahead what?
Pretty nice though, hey?
Right.
Stop it. Just open it, I'll just eat it. Not quite how we expected the morning to start.
What?
Not quite how we expected the morning to start.
No.
Oh, we could always get tucked up inside, but I think it'll blow over.
Come out of there.
It's not ideal, but that's okay. Hopefully it'll blow over. Those big dark monsters can just go away. They're coming and going. At the campsite we're at, they've got gyrocopter flights. So it's near a kind of an airstrip. I'm not sure what it gets used for apart from these scenic flights, but we're parked just down there. I don't know if you can see us. And this is like a viewing platform that we're on, that I'm walking on right now. And they've got an airstrip that runs across the front. And about 20 minutes ago, these gyrocopters started taking off. And they just keep going. Every 5 or 6 minutes, there's another one. So I'm just going to see if I can catch one for you to have a look at. It's off the ground. So these things just do a big loop and end up back where they started from. It takes about, I don't know, not even 5 minutes, I don't reckon. And they're just going around. Well, there's been about 10 go past already, so I'm not really sure if it's the same one or if they've got a whole fleet of them. I'm not really sure. Just exploring. On the other side of this big mound is a lake, we think. I think this guy's just come to a grisly ending, probably drunk driving. COVID mask on.
Is that transport for the night?
Yeah, I don't like your chances of getting that off the ground.
There you go.
Wowee. Wonder what it actually was. Do you reckon it's a proper one?
Yeah.
Go on to the other side. Paul's thinking about taking a ride. Lessons? Gosh. Not even sure what to make of that. So it's an interesting place. Do you think?
Yeah, got a few different bits and pieces to keep you occupied.
Some quirky things.
Yeah.
Different levels of camping.
Gyrocopter flights next door if you want to. $160 for 30 minutes in a gyrocopter.
Sorry, but
I think if it falls out the sky before your 30 minutes is up, you get a rebate. Looks like we're just parking.
yeah, and there we are with all our friends. We actually moved spots this morning. We got here really late last night and it was pretty dark, so we just picked a spot that we thought was good. And then when we got up this morning, after a little while, when the rain went away, the ants came out. So we were kind of in an ant's nest and they were getting all over the car. Plus with the rain, some of the sap had come off the trees, so we were underneath those trees over there, and there was a lot of red sap that got onto the car, and then the ants were all over the car. So we basically just packed up the awning, left the tent up and just pulled around here. We're still near some trees, but we're not underneath them directly, so we're getting a bit of shade, but the sun will set over that aeroplane in the field tonight, so we'll probably be in the sun for some of the afternoon, although the sun's disappeared at the moment, so yeah, we might be all right. last video we covered the bit of a rundown of the Troopy, but we didn't have time to include anything about the front cab. A couple of people have asked if we can just show you around. It's pretty actually standard, isn't it? We haven't haven't done very much, so it'll be a very quick video. We've got a few things that we can share. Other than that, it's pretty much it. So Paul will start off with what he thinks is the best thing in the cab.
Oh God, I actually rate this Bush Company dash mat. So this thing's got 3 pockets on the top. Just handy for storing sort of stuff that you need to get at. Got a winch controller, some tyre deflators, and the old hub locking tool that goes pretty well.
Yeah.
Just other rubbish. What else have we got?
I really like these.
Yeah, that comes in handy when you drop your phone in there when
I use it for my phone, hair scrunchies, and all that sort of stuff. Yep.
Yep.
These little guys. We're going to find a real one eventually.
Yeah, but until we do,
that's what we've got.
That's it.
Sorry, we're trying to do this with all these gyrocopters going past us. It's all right. Bear with us. All right, so that's one thing. What's next?
And then these things here.
Oh yeah.
The armrests. These are the one stone armrests. They've got the cup holder and the padded armrest here. So
I'll show the one on this side so you can see it better.
Yeah. So anybody that's got one of these rudimentary 70 series doors knows that trying to rest your arm on there is virtually impossible and very uncomfortable. So these things just they've got magnets on here and they clip into the window sill along there, and yeah,
it's one of those if you know, you know things, isn't it? Yep. If you've had one, you won't go without it.
Yep.
Yep. What else have we got? We've got up here, this guy up here. We've probably talked about this a little bit.
Oh yeah, so this shelf is...
It's hard to show you.
Yeah, so this shelf comes with the Alucab rooftop conversion. What do we got up here? Everything.
Hats, the iPad, which I've actually got in my hand now because I'm going to show you something. It goes in there as well.
Yeah.
Hats, anything, map books.
Yeah.
Anything, torches.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a few accidents with them popping out on Paul's head, but that's
stuff
okay.
that falls on your head when you least expect it.
Yeah, but it's fantastic. Like it's really deep. We've talked about this before, but it's really deep and you can store heaps of things in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just great, and it goes all the way back this whole depth, so all the way to the front of the cab. It's brilliant.
Yep. While you're up there,
oh yeah,
this little guy here, the little what do you call it?
Stick-on leveler.
Little spirit level. Yeah. The beauty about this thing is that when you park, you can just adjust it like this. And look at that, bang on.
It's level whenever you want it to be.
Absolutely perfect. Yeah.
Makes you feel better, even if you're not level, you can adjust it.
Yeah, so it's actually rubbish, but you know, gives us a laugh.
It's pretty good, it's pretty good. All right, what about this guy? This one here.
So that's the GME XRS Connect unit.
And the other bit that you really like about that.
Yeah, so the unit for this is hidden up behind the dash. A magnetic, what do you call that thing? A magnetic little holder for it. And then it's attached via a bracket. So rather than screw this thing into the dash, I've got this bracket here that's made up by 70 series bracket. You can check them out on Instagram.
We'll put a link in it.
Yeah, that just slots in, this fascia pops out, it slides in behind there, you screw it in behind the dash so you don't have holes in your dash. It's just specifically made to hold one of these magnetic things, whatever you might call them.
Okay.
What else? What have you got
on the list we've got the HEMA maps. Do you want to open them? Okay, so mapping, we use Google Maps, but we use HEMA maps for our off-road maps. So just on the iPad, that actually, we used to have a big thing that sat on the window.
Those RAM mounts.
RAM mounts, but we've since put this in, which is much better and much more practical for us. So that with the maps, when we're using them, I just have it on my lap now, and we wouldn't go anywhere without this, anywhere that we haven't been before. When we do traveling, we're going to unknown places, or we know we're going to some tracks. We've got another little storage pocket down here, so this is on the passenger side, and it just velcros onto basically onto the carpet. Another great place for just keeping stuff in. You can never have enough place for stuff, so that's really great. That's from Grab Me Gear. We'll put the link in down below as well for that one. Up here, what about the gear stick?
Gear stick things, yeah. So that's just the I think it's just like a 2-inch extension gear stick knob, and then this 4-wheel drive lever knob as well. So they're both from PVS, kind of just like a matching pair, really. They're quite neat.
Another great addition to the front of the car are these floor mats. They're sand grabber floor mats, and there's the label, sandgrabber.com.au. Yeah, do you want to talk about these a little bit? Why did we replace them?
Well, just because it keeps all the shit out of your carpet. Not that the carpets are the greatest quality in these things, but you know, protect them while you can. And the beauty about these things, obviously, they just
they fit perfectly.
They fit perfectly, and then they come out and you can hose them out, give them a bloody good wash.
Yeah, you just lift them.
Yeah.
And it does keep the sand in the tray. Honestly, our carpets are like brand new underneath.
Yeah.
And we trample in a lot of sand and dirt when we're away. So, yeah, they're great. We got a pair of those. Anything else? One of the first things that we did when we got the Troopy was to swap the seats out. Paul will tell you about that process.
Yeah, well, they just came from an XR Falcon. Got them off a Facebook Marketplace. They're pretty good, actually. There's some rubbish on there, but if you look long enough, a decent set will come up, and you don't have to pay too much for them. I think they're pretty good. They're more comfortable than the original seats.
Oh yes.
Yeah, they go pretty well. We had to get the adapters. So we got some adapters from Hurricane Fabrication to make them fit the rails with the car. That process was pretty easy.
The seat covers make them extra comfy, and
there's this little hidey pouch down the front.
Pouch down the front. Yep, there's also one on Paul's side as well, on the driver's side. But I reckon I rate them, and I think the seat covers make them really, really lush. But they're very comfortable, and we've driven some pretty big K's in this car since we've had it.
And together right.
Yeah. So they're good. Recommend.
Yep. I think that's about it. I mean, there's a few other things you can do, but at this point, I'm toying with the idea of the console thing. I don't think I would bother going with the whole one that comes out and around the gear stick, etc. But maybe just this part that has the higher
armrest, is it?
Yeah, the higher console with a padded top, which is more like an armrest for that side. I'm toying with that idea. See how we go. But yeah,
you've been talking about that basically since we got the car. So yeah.
Yeah, the main reason I stopped looking was because they had such a long lead time. But that's all changed now, and they're knocking them out pretty quickly. But I just haven't gone back there. So yeah, maybe we'll see. Last thing, air compressor switch here. That's obviously pretty handy. Spotties and this Safari control module.
So they're on the existing buttons, the existing outlets for those switches. You've just added them in as extras because there were just plates in there, weren't there?
Yeah. You just pop the plates out and pop the blanks out and put the new switches in.
Yep. Nothing too fancy.
No, that's about it, I reckon.
Keep it simple. That's what we reckon. We love it as it is.
Yeah, I reckon that's about it.
Okay. And one last thing. Finally, we've had the side steps and rails added. We are absolutely stoked. We've been waiting for these for how long?
I couldn't even remember.
Probably over a year. Well over a year. Finally. We finally found someone that would fit them for us, or find them, adapt them and fit them for us. So we've got them, and we're really happy. So that's the last big thing I think that we need to show you. So in true style, a storm is brewing. We can hear the thunder in the background, so there's a storm happening apparently tonight. Yeah, I don't know, the trees are getting a bit
windy now.
A bit windy, yeah, trees are swaying and there's some thunder. So we'll keep you posted with the weather because we're pretty lucky like that.
Sun's still out.
Sun's out, yeah, it's very weird, like very humid, but now it's become windy, so, but we can hear rumbling. So, see how we go. I should look how black it looks through there.
Rumbling.
Eek. Got a decision to make. The weather is going to turn. There's a severe weather warning out now, but we're right on the outskirts of it, according to the radar. So I don't really know what we're going to do. What do you think? We'll probably wait a little bit longer and see if it kind of bypasses us, but it's looking pretty gnarly right now. Eesh. Gosh, she's a rumbling. It's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's pretty bloody dark. Holy moly. This is our coffee this morning. Small space coffee.
Works well.
Yeah, it does.
The weather's taken a hold.
So we're going to make a quick dash out of here after coffee this morning and head back towards civilization and maybe go to the camping show.
Yeah.
Okay, well it's on till 5 o'clock today, so it's only like 7 a.m, so we should be fine to get there. Pack down complete. One soggy pack down. Alright, we're hitting the road. See you on the road. Oh yes. One last check around reveals water tap cover not on. Alright, here we go.
hell of an old historic town though, hey? All the work that's been put into restoring the buildings. Oh God. This is the Avon River in York. And this is Frensham Bridge. Not a fan of these things, oh my God. I just want to film. Okay. Oh, there's people coming on behind us. They're going to be bumping up and down. We spotted some rapids down the river. There was a load of rain last night, so we're just having a bit of a walk down towards the rapids. The Avon River is, if you're not from WA, the Avon River is a massive river that gets really high, doesn't it? It gets really high in the winter, and they have a race on it from Northam down to Perth, which is probably on 100 k's.
I don't know.
Close to 100 k's. So this is part of that. I don't know whether it comes out as far as York, the actual Avon descent, but there's some pretty crazy rapids on it. So we just spotted some. I don't know whether it's fairly unusual at this time of the year to have rapids because we haven't had much rain, but last night we had heaps. Oh, there's some ducks down here. Hang on. Babies. It's actually really dirty.
River.
Yeah. This is nice. Okay, so not really rapids. Kind of is. Probably wouldn't bring your boat over here, but yeah. It's called a ford. From a distance, from way back up the river there where we were, it actually looked like it was more like rapids, but it's still nice.
But you can.
And they're not overly cheap for a good set, are they?
Not overly cheap. What?
They're not overly cheap, so they're quite expensive.
No, I have no idea what that was.
The seats. Just the seats. Do you want to talk about them?
No.
Cut. Seat cover. I always forget that it's even there. I was going to say something about the seats. What was it? I have no idea.
Hon, you can work it out when you put the bloody table up.
It's not working. Oh, fuck it. Turn it off.
Thanks for travelling along with us in the Troopy, and we'll see you for the next episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to watch more of our adventures, here's some of our previous videos. Cheers!